You know what today is? It's weigh-in day. Come on, big results. Should be around 150. So excited. I'm doing all the right stuff. What? Are you serious? Man, forget this. I need a frappuccino.
How many times have you been rocking your new habits? You're eating all the living food, doing everything you're supposed to be doing, drinking your water, staying hydrated, you're making it to the gym, you're getting your workouts in. You are there, you are consistent. You're making it, you're doing what you're supposed to do to see the scale change. And then boom, you step on the scale. Life has been great, but then you stepped on the scale. You look down at the number and you start swearing. Or you decide, this is not gonna be a good day anymore. It's not gonna be a good week. Those numbers are not what I expected. You've been doing everything right for 2 weeks and the scale says you gained a pound. How can this be? Or maybe it says you didn't lose any weight. You would expect something to happen, right? What is going on here? I've heard this too many times to count over the years. Working with patients, people trying to lose weight, clients trying to lose weight, trying to get rid of that belly fat, trying to change their body composition, doing all the right stuff, making all the right choices, feeling great about themselves, feeling like they got some momentum and this is awesome. And then they step on the scale. They're cruising, feeling like I am in control. I'm loving myself right now. I'm pumped at how my body feels, how I'm feeling about life. They're expecting that they will step on the scale and see, 10 pounds gone maybe, just like that. See ya. I've been putting the effort. I should see results on the scale. But no, the scale punches them in the face instead. And with that, they forget the food plan, forget it. I'm going to Starbucks and getting my white chocolate mocha this morning. This is ridiculous. I'm done with this thing. Bagels, crackers, chips, come back on board. Have you been there? Are you there right now, potentially? This is definitely a problem. Your scale, you have to think about, is a measure of past performance, right? Your scale is only telling you what's happened over the last weeks, years, months. It is what we call a key performance indicator, or a KPI, key performance indicator. Key performance indicators are valuable in that they are an objective marker. The scale is an objective measure. It's a number of your weight. It tells you where your weight is. But isn't it funny how we don't throw the scale out the window or go to the store and get a new scale when these numbers show up as they do? Why? Because the scale isn't the critical driver of your body composition, of my body composition. The scale has no power. It's just a measurement. We get on it, we get off it. When we're on it, it says 200. When we get off it, it says 0. It is just a scale. The critical drivers of your body composition, of my body composition, are food, physical activity, our stress response, and sleep. So that scale, your scale, is really just telling you what happened relative to those critical drivers, to the food, the exercise, the sleep habits, the stress response. If you positively change your food, your activity, your stress response, your sleep habits, then I would expect to see fat loss as part of your equation. Wouldn't you? There's no doubt about it. It should be there. But you know what? Sometimes weight loss doesn't manifest like it did when you were, 20 years old. It just doesn't do it the same. The same inputs don't get the same results. Sometimes, we actually have to dial things in a little bit harder, a little bit tighter, a little more aggressively. We have to look at meal timing. We have to look at the types of exercise we're doing. We have to look at our sleep quality and not just our sleep quantity. We have to look at, all the things that are coming against us or coming after us in life. And those probably aren't the same thing that they were a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. However, if you're feeling better about your life, about yourself, about your body, because of the changes you made 2 weeks ago, and then you get on the scale and you feel like the scale punches you in the face, and because you gained a pound, or your weight's still the same, there's no change, or you didn't lose enough weight. I hear that all the time. It's like, I only lost 1 pound this week. How can this be? This is crazy. And then you throw out everything you've been putting yourself to, this great routine, these great habits, these things that have been helping you. Like maybe you have less pain now, you don't have a headache anymore, your joints feel better, you don't feel so swollen. You've been implementing these things that have helped you, but yet just because the scale didn't change to the degree, or potentially even went slightly in the wrong direction, you toss it all aside. You know what? It's time to recognize that you're putting way too much attention and energy into your KPI, your key performance indicator, your scale. This scale is getting way too much attention. It's getting way too much power. And you're not putting nearly enough attention, nearly enough power and energy into your critical drivers. These things that you've been doing over the last couple weeks that have made you feel so much better about yourself. Immediately upon seeing the scale number, so many people want to just shift all their power away, and they just want to give all of it to that scale. But the critical drivers, those are what are going to enable you to overhaul your body composition. The critical drivers, the food, the stress response, the exercise, the sleep, the hydration, those are things that you can actually tweak, that you can actually put demand on, that you can actually question your philosophy, how you're going about it. You can actually change them on a daily basis. You can get new advice and ways of looking at them differently, so that you can change that KPI. But you cannot, if the scale is your focus, guess what? You're literally usurping all the authority of these fantastic habits, these routines that you've been putting out, that have been making you feel good, that have been making you feel empowered and capable, until you stepped on the scale, right? So think of, where are you giving power right now? Is it the scale, or are you giving power to the critical drivers? The critical drivers are the things that you can tweak, manipulate to get you where you want to go. Over and over, I've seen patients and clients, measure and manage their food, their exercise inputs, and seen them go, and get extraordinary results. I have not seen a single patient or a single client that I coach who changed their body composition by standing or looking or staring or thinking about their scale or discussing their scale. I've not seen a single one get anywhere at all. I've seen many a person who's been completely deflated by those numbers on the scale, though. If you need wisdom, if you need accountability, if you need support, if you need inspiration, ideas on your path to optimal body composition, I definitely invite you to join the Health Accumulation Experience. Let's make these things happen. Let's get away from a scale, KPI driven, key performance indicator driven lifestyle, and let's get on the side of critical drivers. What are the things that if I tweak them will get me the results I want? You cannot tweak the scale to any degree to get you any kind of result you want. Your body, it cannot change your body composition. The only things that can change your body composition are those critical drivers, and that's food, that's fitness, that's your stress response, that's your sleep, your hydration. These things can change that, and so we want to put crazy amount of energy and attention and look at how can I tweak these critical drivers to get where I want to get. All right, I hope this is helpful. Focus where the focus needs to be, on those critical drivers. I'm Dr. Matt, and as always, I want to help you get where you need to get to. If you have any family members, friends that you feel like are struggling, are putting too much energy into that scale, please like this, please share this with them so that they too can get their eyes fixed, their mind fixed, their being fixed on their critical drivers of success in the body composition arena, the health accumulation arena, and away from this looking at that key performance indicator. Love you guys.